I don't normally make vacuum-related videos. Well, I do, but I never say that I'm a vacuum enthusiast. Yet I have at least 10 different vacuums. I don't know why I keep ending up with these, but this one's actually special. This is one I wanted. This is a Hoover Conquest. Very special vacuum. My middle school had two of these. One that looked exactly like this, and another one where this bottom part was orange and the brush roll extended out, I think like another 12 inches or so on that side. I've been looking for one of these for 10 years, either this version or the orange version. I really don't care. I'd like to still get the orange one as well. This one's very sad. The brushes on the motor are bad. The bearings on the motor are bad. It runs, but also lets out the magic smoke if you run it for any sort of period of time. So this one most likely won't get used. I just have this. It might be repairable if I find another one of these. It's like all cracked up. Yet this one is very rough as well. On occasion, these will show up where the bag system is kind of broken or the brush roll's broken or something. So if I can find one where something else on it's broken and the motor fan assembly is still fine, I can put that into this and then use this, hopefully. So I am looking for another one of these. I've been wanting one for a long time. I wasn't really into vacuums. Well, I'd say I was a bit during that time. My middle school teacher, he had a large oval rug in the classroom, a really large one, and it would get very dirty because the kids would sit down there and eat snacks and stuff, and always some sort of mess. So every couple of days it'd have to be vacuumed, and they had one of these that they would bring in from the custodial closet, and they'd vacuum with it, and I wanted to vacuum with it one day, and they let me vacuum with it. So I vacuumed the rug with it, and I really started to have a liking towards this vacuum, and I wanted to vacuum more, so I'd go around to some of the other teachers' classrooms during my free time and vacuum using one of these Hoover Conquests. This one here, the white one in particular, and then later on the other end of the school, in that different custodial office, they had the orange one with the wing on the side, and I ended up liking that one more because it was quieter, and I thought it cleaned better or something, so I started using that one around instead, and we actually put that one in our classroom. I only stayed there for about a half a year until I was moved to a different school. Due to funding or something, so I never really got a chance to see these ever again. I was able to get a hold of the janitor, and I asked him about these to see if these were still there, because I was interested in acquiring them, and he told me that he didn't know these existed, or he had no memory of these existing in the school. So these are pretty much kind of scarce. And during the time, I think when I was using these conquests were being phased out of that school because the custodians had, I believe, either Windsor or SIBO machines. And in the office where apparently there was a third one of these, there was a Shark Navigator. That machine didn't last very long before it failed, but yeah, it's cool having one of these. It's very broken. The plastic's cracked in several areas. Surprisingly, the fan on this is still in good shape, and apparently those are like impossible to find. So having a fan is really nice. I might ask a couple people, see if I can get a fan 3D printed for these, so I can have spare fans on hand. It's a really cool machine. There's has an access port here on the side that can be removed if a large item gets somehow stuck in there. Height adjustments here on the front, pretty simple. Chrome handle, a little brown grip at the end. It's a bagless vacuum that has a bag. The top part of the bag is a filter, and the bottom is a dust cup. There's two clips on each side that remove. There's no cord retention, but I remembered this somehow after all these years, is that what we would do is run it across the top and under the bottom of the bucket. I don't know if that's what they wanted you to do with it or not, but that's how we always did growing up in middle school. But it's so cool having one of these. This is something I've been looking for 10 years, and when I saw this in person, it was really happy. I got this from another collector. It's a bit too far gone for him to get working, and he got this from another person who worked at a vacuum cleaner store, and when he went into that place, this was up in the rafters, not being used. So I believe then it kind of worked, and then when the second person got it, since it didn't work quite right, it sat around and then got kind of dirty. So I am looking for another one of these. If anyone has a Conquest that is broken but still has a good motor and fan assembly, or let me know. I'd be very interested, at least in trying to get this one working, or the other one working, using parts from this one. Yeah, this is a vacuum I've been wanting for a really long time. There's a couple more I'm still looking for. I think there's at least 3 that I can think of, maybe 4 if I want that one Eureka. There's another Hoover. But the other Hoover I want is a later model power drive. It's all beige. I can't remember the exact model. I knew I found it. They're not too rare, so I'm not too worried about it, because I'm pretty sure I'll find one at some point at a thrift store or something. But it's a 80s or 90s model power drive. It was brown. The other one I'm looking for is obviously the other version of this that's orange with the extended side scraper. But I'm looking for a yellow Eureka. I'm not sure of the exact model, but that was one my elementary school had, as well as the brown one. And I remembered using both of those on a regular basis. But the Eureka was more new. That was the one they used more often. So I'm looking for that. It's a bagless one, very cheap. I see them on occasion. I haven't seen a yellow one in a while, though. And then the third one is a pneumatic of some sort. I believe it was just branded as pneumatic on the front, but my church had it, and it's a fairly old pneumatic machine. They're not too common here in the U.S. It was new enough to have the smiley face on it. It was all beige, and had the same top as like a James, where the cord would wrap up into it. It had a black power cord. It wasn't fancy or anything, because I know some of the current ones, they have yellow power cords. Nothing too special about that one. It had a suction head on it, and they just use it for kind of getting underneath all the pews and stuff, so they wouldn't have to worry about sweeping. But yeah, those are the only vacuums I'm really looking for. There's probably some others that I've left out, but yeah, this is one of the big ones. Hoover Conquest. There's a couple vacuums I want, just because like I've seen them exist. Like I want one of those yellow Eurekas with the kind of silver on the base, and I say commercial down the side of the bag. I saw those a lot growing up. I guess I do want those for childhood. One of the main reasons why I collect stuff is because I saw it growing up. Can't really think of any vacuums I just want because I've seen YouTube videos of them, and I was like, that's a cool machine, I want that. Maybe some like the bag Bissels or something. But yeah, that's all I got to show for now. This is the Hoover Conquest. I just wanted to get a video of this and show you that I have this, and let anyone know if they have one of these, so let me know or whatever.